So tell me, let's go a little bit back into what you're saying about, woman, work-life balance, managing kids, husband, being career-driven. There's a lot of that on social media at the moment,
Yeah.
Instagram, Facebook, these women who strive to have the perfect bodies. I see it a lot being in the fitness industry, being able to manage fitness, they have a successful business on outward appearances, they have a lovely marriage, they have kids that are always seem to be smiling and happy that mom's around and doing it all. My concern, and you as a woman, a successful businesswoman, I want you to fact check me on this, is that in some ways it runs the risk of implying that spending time with your kids is not productive use of your time. Do you think that that is a fair observation?
I think some women might consider that, I've got so much work and not see their children as part of their job. This is part of my job description is to spend time with these little people I've created,
Yeah.
And I think sometimes a lot of people are under so much pressure at work where they feel like no matter what they do, they can't, they finish the work that they've got. So you might find any distraction from getting the job done is considered a distraction and something that's something I've got to do. So I suppose maybe the question to ask is, and I think a lot of women could probably do with asking the question is like, where are my husband and children in my list of priorities? Are they number 1 and 2, and then work? And I've been guilty of that over the years, where I've that sense of permanent guilt, if I could call it that. Like I remember when Hannah was little, and we used to joke. I used to call her Quickly. And I thought her name was Quickly because I'd be quickly in the bath, quickly out the, up in the car, and she'd go, "Yes, Mom, I'm coming." And I used to feel so guilty taking her to the daycare mom, and dropping her off. But then I'd go to work and I'd be later than everyone else, and I'd feel guilty that I was late. Then I'd leave early to go and fetch my child, and feel guilty about leaving earlier than everyone else. And then she'd be one of the last children there, and then I'd feel guilty that she'd been there all day. So I think guilt is the gift that keeps on giving.
Wow.
And it's a useless emotion, honestly.
Yeah.
Well, maybe it's not a useless emotion. It's a sign that there's a conflict of values. So I wanted to be a great mom, but I also wanted to be a great businesswoman.
Yes.
And I think sometimes the businesswoman won over the mom.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you think you can be both?
I
Great mom and a great businesswoman?
I think you can, but maybe a good enough. Maybe is a better aim, to instead of being brilliant, something's going to give at some point.
It has to.
Yeah.
Surely.
Well, it's